Good morning, students. Today again, the same chapter is there, internal trade, in which we will discuss about the arguments in the favor of elimination of wholesaler. As I told you, people, internal trade is a type of trade which take place within a geographical location of a country, so that the internal trade is helpful for creating the social development, economic development of a country, so that whenever the businessman is going to perform all the activities in a particular place, then it will comes under the internal trade, in which uh, the sale and exchange can be done within two person within a country only, so that this is an important task, this is an important trade which can be performed within a geographical locations. And the businessman who is going to perform this type of business activity, he has to use the domestic currency for that. And I told you about the types of internal trade also, then again I am revising the thing. Generally, the internal trade is of two types. The first one is wholesaler, the another one is retailer. So, whenever we are going to discuss about the internal trade, we have to discuss about the wholesaler and retailer also. So, at first, we should know about the retailer. A retailer is a person who purchases the product directly from the wholesaler in a small quantity, and also the retail outlets or retail shops are located in the localities, and also it is located at the mid of the cities, because it is very convenient mean of shopping, so that the customer can purchase the product from retail outlets also. And uh, generally the retailers deal with the wide variety of product, because they want to satisfy the need of many people those are living in a society. And they are providing the product as per the preferences, as per the taste and preferences, as per the income, and as per the education level of the customer, so that we can say retailer is a person who provide the wide variety of product to the customer. And another one is wholesaler. Wholesaler is the first link in the distribution network, because he directly purchase the product from manufacturer in bulk quantity and sell it to the retailer in a small quantity. As I told you, a retailer sell out the product by creating the relations with the customer, or also he can directly contact with the customer to sell out his product. Whereas wholesaler do not meet with the customer, but they sell out the product with the help of retailer in the distribution network. So wholesaler provides many facilities to the manufacturer, like financial facility, like a storage facility, like marketing facility, like packing facilities, and many other facilities are given by the wholesaler to the manufacturer. As same as uh, wholesaler also provides some of the basic facilities to the retailer, in which they provide the information to the retailer, in which they provide the product on credit to the retailers, and many other facilities are given by the uh, wholesaler to retailer. So some people and some organization want to eliminate the wholesaler. So some of the arguments in the favor of elimination. So according to this, the people want to eliminate or remove the wholesaler from the distribution network. But as I told you earlier, the profit margin of wholesaler is not so much, so that the wholesaler should not be eliminated from the distribution network. But some of the people want to eliminate the wholesaler, because they want to reduce the commission of wholesaler from the distribution network. So student, it is a very important topic, and this topic is also available in the NCRT. But some points are there. I have written many points related to it, so you just take the screenshot of it. At first, take the screenshot. I think you have taken the screenshot of it. Now, the main topic is there. That is called the elimination of wholesaler, and in which the first argument is increased cost. So, as I told you, people, and the distribution network some commission goes in the account of the wholesaler, some commission goes in the account of the retailer. So ultimately, the cost of the product will increase. So the people want to eliminate the wholesaler, because if they remove the wholesaler from the distribution network, then ultimately the prices of the commodity, the prices of the product will decrease. Prices will decrease, will get down. So ultimately, the people want to eliminate because they want to reduce the cost of the product. The another one is off track distribution channel. As some people says that the wholesaler can obstruct the distribution network, in which they keep the product with them, but they don't want to they want to don't want to create the distribution of product to the different people. So ultimately, uh, some people objected over there, because wholesaler purchase the product in large quantity from the manufacturer, and they don't want to distribute the product in the market on time. So sometimes some problems may be arises in the market. So that is why it also comes under the argument in the favor of wholesaler. The another one is problems in depression. Depression means it is a condition where when the demand of the product is not present in the market. So in that condition, also the wholesaler want to create the regular supply, and they put the pressure over the retailer to purchase the product of that particular company. So the retailer also has to purchase whether the customer demanded that particular product or not. So that type of problems may also arise, because the wholesaler want to create the regular supply, whether the inflation take place, whether the recession take place, whether the depression take place in the market, whether the uh, customer do not have the demand in the market, whether the customer have a lot of demand in the market. So in that condition, the businessman, the wholesaler want to create the ready-made supply, that create the regular supply in the market, create the steady supply in the market. They don't want to stop the supply of the product in the market. So sometimes the problems may arise before the retailer. The another one is, in some places wholesaler perform activities in a monopolistic condition. In some of the villages like that, where the retailers are not available, in that condition the wholesaler also perform some of the monopolistic uh, activities in that particular place, because they are the one seller who's selling the product. So they put their own conditions on selling the product. They don't want to get the suggestion, they don't want to get the conditions of the whole of the retailer, but they are putting their own conditions for selling the product in the market. So this is the problem which may be rise at the certain places of the country, but not all the places of the country. So that we can say this objection are also made by the people over the elimination of wholesaler from the distribution network. The another one is large business houses. Generally, large business houses nowadays, they have their own retail outlets, and they are selling their product with the help of these retail outlets only. They don't want to keep the wholesaler in the distribution network. We can take the example of automobile, because all the automobile sector companies have their own retail outlets, or they are selling their product with the help of these retail outlets only. They don't want to keep the wholesaler in the distribution network, because the cost of the product is already much more. Or if they keep wholesaler in the distribution network, then ultimately the cost will also increase. So that large business houses don't want to keep the wholesaler in the distribution network. They sell out their product with the help of retailer only. So the another one is transportation. Nowadays the retailers are also ready to purchase the product from manufacturer, because means of transportation are also available everywhere. So if many retailers want to purchase the product from a manufacturer, then it is quite possible, because means of transportation are also available, and some of the small retailer can combine together to purchase the product from a manufacturer. So this type of performance, this type of activities also helps in eliminating the wholesaler from the distribution network. That is why it is also comes under the argument. The last one is, many retail outlets are available, like Big Bazaar, like Vishal Mega Mart, like V Mart, like many other marts are located nearby our places. So the customer prefer to purchase the product from there only, because they provide some type of concession, some type of special discount to the customer. So the customer attracted towards that particular outlets. So students, these are some of the objections in the favor of elimination of wholesaler, because because of the elimination of wholesaler, some type of benefits can be availed by the business, availed by the customer also. So the customer want to sometimes the customer want to eliminate the wholesaler from the distribution network. It is in the favor of the customer, but it is not in the favor of the company. So tomorrow we will discuss about the argument against the elimination of wholesaler. So if you have any doubt, if you have any query related to this, you may ask your queries on my personal number, or you should try to send your homework, because I have given some questions in the PDF also. So you should watch the video again and again to get it properly. If or can you have any problem, you can contact me. And I noticing that very few students are sending me sending me homework, so I will also give you the marks on the basis of that only. So keep in mind, if you are not sending homework, you will not get the marks. Okay, have a nice day.